video starts, what we're doing, it's no Tuesday, it's Thursday. It's the big 20 circuit, chilled, okay? Chilled, it's as chilled as you make it. This could be healthful leather, or it can be a nice recovery workout. It's down to you. It's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So it's got a recipe for a good, strong workout. Bloody hell, man. Forgot to mute you, didn't I? Somebody's, hello. Somebody's pet parakeet just ruined that there. Right, okay, so let's try that one again, shall we? Boom, ba boom, ba boom. Thursday night, it's the big 20. Chilled. See, I'm doing it again. People think I'm crazy. I'm repeating myself. It's as chilled as you make it, okay? The exercises are all there. If you want to go healthful leather, it could be a tough 20-minute workout, or if you want to use it for recovery, you can ease off a little bit and use it for recovery. But chances are, if you're wired the right way, after the first few exercises, you'll be going healthful leather regardless, because that's just the way you're wired. Two of the exercises in there are Turkish Getups. We've not done them for a while, so please watch me. And once you're happy, I want you to practice some slow time as part of the warm-up. So, exercise 1 will be on one arm for 40 seconds. Exercise 2 will be on the other arm for 40 seconds. So, observe. Picking up my kettlebell, good solid grip. I don't let the wrist cock, do I? I keep it solid, I keep it all straight and a good tight grip of the kettlebell. Whatever arm I've got the kettlebell on, the same leg is going to come up and plant itself just like a glute bridge. Now that foot, as you can see, is just to the outside of my butt. It's not directly in line, it's just to the outside of the butt. I'm going to get this arm out to the side and I'm going to punch this kettlebell explosively up to the ground, up to the sky. I'm going to go whooft. Okay, it's fast, it's powerful, it's deliberate. Then I'm going to drive the hand into the ground and then I'm going to bridge up with the hips. That's going to give me room to get my leg through, and then I'm going in to what looks like the bottom of a lunge. You have to keep your eye on this kettlebell. If you take your eye off that kettlebell, it's going to rip your shoulder out, you're going to lose balance, and then I stand up tall. And then it's the opposite. I go back down onto the leg, I put the hand back down, I bridge up, letting that leg come through, and I sit. Now get this bit right. Onto the elbow, onto the ground. Do not do this. Humph. Okay, because you're going to hurt yourself. And that is it. So if you're happy, crack on. If you're not, watch out and I'll show you. I'll show you again from this angle. Foot planted, punch up onto the forearm, drive this hand into the ground. Bridge as high as you can. That's going to give you plenty of room to get that foot through so that you can get onto the knee. And then I'm going to straighten up, feel all the core, obliques and everything working, and then I'm going to stand up. Then I'm going to take my big step back. I'm going to safely, slowly put my hand onto the floor, bridge up, kick through, sit on the bum, drop to the elbow, and then back down like so, okay? And it's as simple as that. Take your time with it. Speed comes with practice. Don't try to be fast and fancy. That happens when you know what you're doing. Okay, now we're not starting with that exercise, so try and remember it and put it off to one side. I did give you a heads up earlier on in the week, so we should all have went home and we're already at home, and watched the Turkish Getup video, because we're all over it, okay? Otherwise, skill fade, not done it in a while, you're going to forget. Stand by, we're going to begin. The first exercise is simple, it's spot sprints. There's only a few kettlebell exercises in it tonight, so please don't be thinking it's very kettlebell intensive. It's not. There's just a few. So, in 20 seconds, we're going for it. It's the big 20, like I say. 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. Plenty of chance to get a rest. All the exercises I'm going to fire at you during the rest period before it. So make sure you pay attention. You're not just walking around going, oh. Listen to me, okay? I'm going to be doing my best to tell you. The first exercise in 3 seconds is spot sprints. 3, 2, 1, go. So spot sprints, exactly as it is. We're getting into this. It's an easy exercise in terms of no skill required. Just get going fast as you can. It's not a spot jog, it's a spot sprint. Make sure, imagine in your head you're doing high knees, okay? So do the same action of pulling your knees up, but stopping short as soon as the foot's off the ground and drive the arms. Don't think too much coordination-wise. Just think, pull the knees up and drive the arms. The faster you move your arms, the faster your feet will go. Probably. Okay, focus, 10 seconds. Focus on your breathing. This one's it, getting the heart rate up and getting you in the zone for circuit time. And just like always, relax. 40 seconds. The 40 seconds work goes pretty quick, eh? Next exercise, classic sit-ups in 10 seconds. So I'm sitting down, feet together, knees together, hands on temples, not behind the head. And then all I'm doing is explosively sitting up and back down. Go. Now you can go as fast as you like, but I want you to try and keep those feet on the floor and try and keep those knees close together. If you can't get up, you can use a little bit of momentum with the arms. Throw the arms. I want you to breathe out at the top, breathe in on the way down. Make sure you're coming all the way up, okay? So chest is pretty much at the knees. We're nearly there. Keep the feet on the ground if you're able to. Okay, either way, make it as hard as you can. Good, simple. Right, okay. Next one is an inchworm mountain climber. Watch out, we're going to walk in. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 feet out, walk it back up, okay? Simple. 4 mountain climbers when you get out of that inchworm, into that inchworm, should I say. Oh, stand by, go, sort of walk out. 1, 2, 3, 4 feet out, walk in, stand up tall, walk back out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So separate the two movements, okay? That's when it all goes wrong with people's coordination. Boom, I'm down, 1, 2, 3, 4, feet together, walk it back in, stand up tall, walk it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Separate the two movements, don't blend them, because if you blend them, it'll go to pot. Keep those feet shoulder width apart. Good. Okay, dorsal raises. I'm lying on my front, hit. It's a dorsal raise. So, easy exercise, but it's a strength exercise. It's slow, deliberate, and I'm getting a good positive contraction. 3, 2, 1, and I lift up, and I relax. I lift up, and I relax. So this is lower back, but you're going to feel that in the upper back too, because I'm pulling those elbows back. I'm squeezing those shoulder blades hard. I'm up, squeeze, and down, release. Up, squeeze, down, release. Good work. 15 seconds. Keep working hard, keep pushing it hard. Nice controlled exercise. Good work. Relax. Turkish Getups, okay? I showed you at the start. So set yourself up, you don't have time to fart about 10 seconds. We're doing it all in one arm for 40 seconds here, okay? All in one arm. Good solid grip. Lock that out, plant the foot, stand by. Be powerful. Problem when people start to try and go too fast, when they don't quite know the movement off by heart. Speed, it comes with practice, okay? It comes natural. Top tip, don't take your eyes off of that kettlebell the whole time. We're trying to keep it directly above the head, punching it towards the sky always. The arm that the kettlebell's on, we never bend it. We're always locking it out. Keeping the core tight always. We don't hurt ourselves on this. Relax. If you've got a watch on the other arm, I'd flip it around or take it off. Same exercise. Other arm now, okay? We're going for this. 5 seconds. So I'm setting myself up. Don't wait for the buzzer to pick the kettlebell up. Stand by. Go. Now here's a tip. If your foot's getting jammed on the floor, it's because either you're wearing big spongy trainers with a bit of 7-inch bit of foam underneath it, like your big foamy running trainers. That's not going to help. Or you're not bridging up high enough. Geez, oh man, who's making the racket? Who's making the racket on live? Destroying the house, I can hear it. My God, sounds like somebody's tearing up the living room. I know who it is, and you know who it is. I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to mute you. It's the problem, child. Kettlebell swings, 5 seconds. Standard exercise. Oh, let's go. So, we know how to do them, because we've been doing them long enough. Make sure, you are squeezing the hell out your butt when you lock those hips out. Squeeze the butt, work the glutes, don't lean back. Hips back, snap them forward, squeeze the butt. Keep the chest proud. And you're pushing your feet into the ground and squeezing the butt at the same time to get that hip snap. Good. Well done, everyone. Okay, put your kettlebell to the side. Now we're going to be doing lateral burpees. It's a burpee, side jump. It's not the lateral runs. It's not that. It's a burpee with a big side jump. 3, 2, let's go. I'm out, I'm in. I jump to the side as far as I can. When you jump to the side, face forwards, okay? Don't turn and jump, otherwise it's not a side jump, okay? So keep facing the same direction. And use the jump out of the burpee to drive that jump over, okay? And as always, we're being nice and as light on the feet as we can. This is going to come up and down in intensity. Trust me, it's meant to be that way. See if you're thinking me, my oh my, this ain't no chilled walk around. This ain't no chilled circuit. Comes and goes. Next exercise, bench dips. Bench dips. Remember, don't just blast your reps out. Focus on control. It's a strength exercise. Therefore, down, up, down, up. Focus on your breathing. Make sure it's all from that bend in the elbow. Keep your chest proud, as in don't let it sink forward, because that's going to put stress on your shoulders early. Okay, you always hear me say don't go too low. Okay, go until your arm's at 90 degrees. If you sink that chest or dip that chest, that's like going below 90 degrees, but much earlier. Okay, we start to put a lot of strain on the shoulder, which we never want. Okay, we want to look after ourselves. Right. This is where I would say to you right now, if your legs are fresh, get a heavy kettlebell. If your legs are tired and you're trying to use this as kind of like a recovery workout, pick your lighter one. We're in the racked position. We're doing front squats, okay? We're just squatting in the racked position. Go. So, it's like goblet squats. Now look at my elbow, where is it? Is it out to the side like this? No, I'm keeping it vertical. My elbow is directly underneath the hand. Now what's happening here, I'm off balance, okay? And that's good, as long as I keep my body not off balance, as in I don't give into it. So what happens here, at the bottom of your squat, you're gonna feel your core working hard. Don't compensate, don't be lazy. Being lazy looks like this, having it up on top of the shoulder, or putting it on your hip, like you're holding a baby trying to make dinner at the same time. Okay, we're not doing that. Shake it out, now we go to the other side. So the racked position, swing the watch around. It looks like this, the same position it would be in before we press it on a clean, okay? So look at my wrist, it's straight. I'm not being lazy, letting the wrist sag back like that. Good solid grip, and I'm away. So the kettlebell isn't moving. Yep, does that mean your arm's getting tired and your shoulder? Yep. Treat it like a goblet squat, but don't be lazy. You feel this working your core, because like I say, you're trying to come up and this kettlebell's trying to pull you off to the side it's in. What stops that? Obliques, core. Okay, so keep working 10 seconds. Focus on all your normal squat principles. Treat it just like a goblet squat. Relax. Well done, everyone. Okay, next exercise. Elbow planks, okay? elbow planks. Nice, strict, simple elbow plank. Put your kettlebell off to the side. Stand by. 3. We should be in the plank position by now. Knees away, away. So now, I've got my knees together, my feet together, and my butt squeezed. Okay, now I'm keeping the hips neutral. Don't lift them up, don't sag them down. If you're finding the plank difficult because you're doing it properly, you're going to get much better, okay? Your core's going to get stronger, the lower back's going to get stronger. If you're doing it wrong, to make it easier, okay, you're not. So it's better to fail quickly by doing it properly than to do it wrong and not fail, if you get my point. Because if I do this, in fact, you can try it when the buzzer goes. Lift up, you'll feel the core disengage, okay? Relax, so if I lift up, all I'm really doing, if I've got my hips high, is wedging myself between my elbows and my fingertips, my toes, the tips of my toes. High knees, okay, this is a heart raiser. Did someone say chilled? 3, 2, 1, go. But chances are, at this point in time, you might have turned up tonight because you thought it was chilled, okay? You might have thought, oh, tonight's gonna be easy. So it's easier to motivate yourself to turn up. But chances are, by this point, whether you were tired, whether you were telling yourself you were gonna have an easy night or not, you can flick that switch, you can go for it, okay? So there's a lesson in there. Sometimes you just have to trick your brain into telling it that, yeah, we'll go easy. Because that might be what it takes to get out there and do what you're going to do. And as soon as you've got the first few miles or the first few reps or sets out the way, it'll be game time, okay? So, flutter kicks, simple. A lot of core work in this tonight, a lot of hidden core work. You can sit in your hands if you like, straight legs. Okay, remember with these, you're literally going up and down the width of your foot. Length of your foot, not the width. So it's heel to toe, heel to toe. Now I want you to try your best. Push those knees down and lift those feet up. Okay, and that's going to help keep your legs straight. We're working those deep core muscles. Try not to do that, okay, because that's not working our core muscles the same. Still working them, but it's much easier. Okay, don't bend the knee. Lift the whole leg together as one. Stand by, we're nearly there. 3, 2, 1, soft. It's a burner. Right, okay, I'd get your lighter kettlebell. I want you to get in the elbow plank position, and all we're going to do, look at me, I reach across, pull that kettlebell. I reach across, I pull that kettlebell. Now it looks like a wee bit of a faff, but that's go. That's the whole point. Pull it across, set up. Pull it across, set up. Each time before you pull, I want you to get a solid elbow plank. Now don't worry if the kettlebell's awkward or if it's hard to keep pulling it across. That's the whole point, okay? Functional fitness, okay? It's not always a nice, easy movement. It might be difficult. Hopefully now, by being off balance and trying to pull that kettlebell while you're holding that strict elbow plank, you can feel how hard this is, how much we're using our core, okay? So you're trying to fight for your might. Whoa. Woo. I think this is Sweatfest 2.0 tonight, my word. Right, press ups with a T rotation. Let me show you this. You can chuck that kettlebell away, we're not using them anymore. Press up, rotate, press up, rotate the other way. So each rotation is completed with a press up. Now when you're doing your rotation, take your time. Keep the feet together, knees together. Keep that core tight, just like a plank. Rotate, work that thoracic spine, okay? I don't want you to rush. It's control. This is mobility work as well as strength. So we're twisting round, trying to work the upper back. Rotate round with the thoracic spine, not the whole body, okay? So the idea is you're trying to get the hand vertical, but try and keep the pelvis as facing the ground as much as you can. Relax. Good. So that'll help just unjam that movement, okay? That thoracic spine twist. If you're all stiff and tight, you'll struggle with it, okay? That's mobility. Next exercise, the jumping jack. Oh, it's hot in here. Stand by, 3, 2, 1, go. So, it's not an easy exercise, the jumping jack. You do it properly on the balls of the feet, or jumping out explosively and snapping in as such. A lazy jumping jack is a lot easier. This being a lazy jumping jack. Boom, boom, okay? You should feel the wind rushing as you snap those arms in and up. We're staying tall, we're staying proud. We're not just lifting, we're lifting explosively, snapping up and snapping down. Nearly there. Relax. Oh, right. This is a core burner. It's pulses, okay? Some of you will remember these. It's a sit-up position. Look at the very little range of movement. Starting here, shoulders off the ground, finish here. It's a pulse. You're not going all the way. So we know that a crunch is a very short, a crunch is almost like a half sit-up, eh? Well, this is like a half crunch. You should be able to feel like you're doing 2 or 3 per second, because look, okay, we're putting the palms, don't ask me why we put our palms up, okay? I don't know why, but just do it. It feels good. Pulse, pulse, pulse. It gives you something to do with your arms, okay? Keeps the arms locked out. It's a burner. If it's burning, it's supposed to, because it's a burner. We've only got 5 seconds. Don't give in to that burn. It's just lactic acid. Means nothing, okay? Whoa. Right, we're nearly there. Stand up if you like, but you might as well sit back down. Okay, it's an old favourite. We know everybody loves this one, so we're going to do it. It's a crab toe touch, of course it is. But it's not just like your average crab toe touch, it's a crab toe grab. Okay, so go, grab, release, grab, release, grab, release. I want you to pause on the grab. What that's going to do is force you to engage that core, and hopefully you are now starting to feel the core work on these. Okay, so I've got to reach. If I don't reach, this is what it looks like, okay? My arms aren't long enough for my big long legs. Of course they're not, okay? I have to engage the core. I have to reach, okay? So don't give me your piffle, okay? That your arms are longer than your big toe, and your big toe's shorter than your calf. I don't care. You grab those toes. If you can't, get the flexibility, okay? You need that flexibility in your lower back. Oh no. Skydive burpees, pay attention. I go down, I lift up, look at my feet, look at my legs. Hit, pretend you're skydiving, woo! And then back up, and a big jump. You can make the noises if you want. Go, and down, and lift up. With that pause, when you lift those legs up, you're gonna feel the glutes. Hit! You're gonna feel the glutes in the lower back work. I've got nothing left to say. I've got no spare oxygen. This is a tough one. Do it properly. This is nah. Exercise 20. We're nearly there. Come on. Oh. Well done. I want you to walk around. I want you to catch your breath. Whoa. Now the beauty of those last ones, they're working a lot of muscle groups. But on the skydive part, just like a dorsal raiser Superman, you're really engaging the core. And when you do that, you probably found that it's hard to breathe. So suddenly, you can't breathe very well. Your heart rate goes up. And the room starts to spin. Ooh. Right, okay, we're done. The big 20. We'll leave the chilled bit out. That's debatable. That's down to the individual. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And again, maybe it was chilled. There wasn't that many kettlebell exercises in it, so even if you chose a light kettlebell, I'm sure the bodyweight exercises certainly got you up and down, okay? But thank you very much, and that concludes another week of it, okay? Another week. Next week again, we'll do the mobility in the morning. No, we won't. We'll do the class in the morning, mobility at night, unless anybody's got any arguments with that. If you do, don't tell me about it tonight. I'm in a good mood now.